We're keeping it small this year. That's what Dad said when I asked about Thanksgiving. No argument, no excuse, just a casual brush off, like it meant nothing. Oh, okay, I managed to say, though the words scraped my throat on the way out. He chuckled, as if nothing was wrong. Just immediate family, you understand, but hey, you're still covering the mortgage, right? $2,900 due next week. Of course, I said softly. Then hung up. And sat there, staring at my phone. Small family, right? Except I wasn't family, not really. I was the bank, the safety net, the dependable afterthought. They didn't even bother pretending this time, no lie about a crowded house or me being too busy, just, we don't want you here. 3 days later, on a break at work, I saw the truth. A photo, bright and smug on my screen. My family's living room, the whole spread, turkey, sides, wine, laughter. Mom, mid-laugh. Dad, red-faced and smiling. Sarah snuggled into her boyfriend's side. Even the neighbors. Every seat filled. Except mine. The caption? Grateful for family, thankful for everyone who made it. Everyone. I didn't reply, I didn't rage, I didn't even cry. I just stared, the ache behind my eyes so familiar it felt like an old friend. The next morning, right on schedule, 7:43 a.m., Dad texted. Hey, just confirming you're still covering our $2,900 mortgage, right? Not a question, an assumption. I replied, absolutely. Then opened my banking app and canceled the autopay. Silence lasted exactly 4 hours and 19 minutes. Then, chaos. Calls, voicemails, messages. By 8 p.m., the count hit 53. I answered none of them. They weren't panicking because they missed me. They were panicking because the money stopped. And I wasn't done yet. Strike one, the mortgage. 3 years, I'd been paying it. After Dad quit his job over some petty grievance and Mom's business of selling overpriced oils brought in barely enough for coffee. It started as a little help. Turned into $2,900 a month. Turned into silence when I was excluded. So I called the bank. Cancel the autopay, I said. The agent asked, would you like to reschedule it? No, I replied, I'd like it to disappear. Strike two, Mom's credit card. The one I co-signed for emergencies. Turns out, emergencies included takeout, skincare hauls, and weekly spa visits. Balance, $3,700. I canceled it, the bank would handle the notification. Strike three, Sarah's car. The shiny red SUV she flaunted on Instagram. I co-signed when she promised she'd take over the payments soon. That was 2 years ago. I called the lender. I want to initiate a voluntary repossession. The agent hesitated. Are you certain? I smiled. Completely. That night, my phone went quiet. Too quiet. Then came the storm. 7:43 a.m., sharp, Dad again. Missed calls, then a text. This is serious, we're getting overdue notices, call me. Mom left a voicemail, voice trembling. Sweetheart, I think there's been a mistake, the mortgage, my card. It's all messed up, can you help us, please? By noon, Sarah lit up our family group chat. Sarah, you did this, didn't you? Because you weren't invited. Me, what exactly did I do? Sarah, don't act innocent. My car, they said it's being repossessed. Me, strange, maybe try making a payment for once. Silence. Then a private message from her. You're just bitter, always jealous because Mom and Dad love me more. Go ahead, ruin everything. It's the only way you ever feel important. Jealous. That word hit like a spark to dry kindling. I clicked her profile, scrolled through post after post, her with my parents, birthdays, vacations, dinners I was never told about. Then I found it. Family is everything, so lucky to have real family. Real family. That was the moment the anger stopped burning. It cooled into something focused. Mrs. Carmichael, our nosy neighbor, was always taking pictures. So I messaged her. Hi Mrs. C. I missed Thanksgiving this year. Any chance you got some pictures? She was thrilled. Within minutes, I had 7 crisp photos. Mom laughing over the turkey. Dad carving. Sarah and her boyfriend on the couch. Neighbors cheering over wine. Everyone, but me. Perfect. I texted one to Mom, no caption, just the image. Then a single message. Did you have a good time with your small family? She read it instantly. Said nothing. But the call started again, Mom, Dad, Sarah. I didn't answer. Instead, I ordered pizza, poured a glass of wine, and let my phone buzz beside me like a dying thing. They weren't calling to apologize. They were calling because their ATM shut down. And for once, I was finally done being silent. They weren't scared of losing me. They were scared of losing access to my bank account. The next morning, Dad tried to flip the narrative. Enough games, we raised you, we sacrificed for you, and this is how you repay us? I replied with one line. Raised me? You used me, this isn't repayment, it's a refund. By afternoon, a notification lit up my phone. Sarah had posted again. Some people will tear down their own family for attention, but real family never gives up. It was public. And the comments? A parade of support for her. Cousins, aunts, family friends, calling me ungrateful, dramatic, selfish. They wanted a show? Fine. I'd give them one they couldn't forget. I dug through my messages, every cash request, every guilt trip, every just this once. Screenshots of me covering their rent, their bills, while they laughed behind my back. I organized them into a tidy folder, the truth. Receipts, proof, betrayal in high definition. Then, I posted. Family isn't who you're born to, it's who stands with you. 4 years, I was there, paying their bills, cleaning up their messes. But the moment I wasn't useful, I was invisible. I'm done being a ghost, I'm done being their backup plan. Attached was a photo, all of them at Thanksgiving, smiling, without me. I hit post. The internet exploded. Comments flew in, some shocked, some sympathetic, others still siding with them. I didn't care. The curtain had been pulled back. They wanted me quiet. Now they couldn't unsee me. As the fallout began, I sat on my couch, watching the notifications roll in. Mom's missed calls, Sarah's furious texts, Dad's voicemails, swinging between threats and pathetic apologies. I didn't reply. The truth was spreading like wildfire, and they were trying to smother it with wet lies. But I wasn't done. Then came the final insult. Mom texted. The neighbors are having a 4th of July barbecue, you should come. Everyone wants to see you, we'll show them what a strong family we are. A strong family. They still wanted to parade me around like a trophy, smile for the neighbors, play the part, pretend nothing ever happened. They wanted a show. Fine. I'd give them a finale. July 4th, Independence Day. American flags flapped, the smell of charcoal and burgers filled the air, laughter spilled from every yard. And at the center of it all, my family, dressed in red, white, and blue. Smiling, pretending. As if I hadn't exposed them just days before. There he is, Dad boomed when he spotted me, his grin too wide to be real. Our boy, always there for us. Mom clung to my arm like a lifeline. We're such a close family, always here for each other. Sarah smirked, drink in hand. Yeah, couldn't do anything without him. The neighbors nodded approvingly, someone even toasted. To a strong family. I smiled, calm. Really? I said it loud enough to cut through the laughter. Like at Thanksgiving, when every one of you gathered, and I wasn't even invited? Silence. Mom's smile vanished. Dad laughed, strained, come on, let's not. Or maybe it's strong because I've been covering your mortgage, $2,900 a month, for 3 years, and not once did I get a thank you. Gasps, murmurs, neighbors started glancing around. And Mom? $3,700 in spa days and shopping sprees on that emergency credit card, always assuming I'd pay it off. Stop, Sarah snapped, stepping forward. Are you really doing this here? Doing what? I asked, pulling out my phone. Telling the truth? I tapped the screen. The backyard projector, the one meant for movie night, lit up behind me. A photo, the Thanksgiving dinner, my family, my neighbors, all laughing. Without me. Dad lunged to turn it off, but I blocked him. Don't, we're just getting started. I swiped, screenshot after screenshot appeared. Messages from all of them. He's soft, he won't say no. Just say it's for the kids. He always helps, even when he's mad. The crowd was silent now, phones came out, some recorded, some stared in disbelief. Sarah, a neighbor asked, Is this true? She exploded. You're insane. You're trying to ruin us. I laughed. No, I'm just revealing who you really are. Mom's voice cracked. Please, not here, not like this. This is the perfect place, I said, raising my voice. You want to show off a strong family? Then let everyone see how strong your lies are when the truth shows up. Dad grabbed my arm. Enough, you're humiliating us. I pulled away. More humiliating than being your ATM, your emotional punching bag, your safety net? I turned to the crowd. They didn't invite me to Thanksgiving. They talk behind my back. They call me selfish, but only when I stop giving. Sarah lunged at the projector. Too late. The photos kept cycling. Every debt, every insult, every manipulative apology. Stop it, she screamed. You're destroying everything. Yes, I said calmly. I'm destroying a lie. Mom dropped to her knees, grabbing my hand. Please, we can fix this. I looked down at her. You broke it, you fix it, without me. Then I walked. Neighbors parted like waves, some whispered, some recorded. But none of it mattered. Because for the first time in years, I felt free. Silence. That's what came next. Not just from my phone, but from their lives. A week passed, then two. No more texts, no more fake apologies. But I knew what was happening. The house, mortgage defaulted, I'd removed my name. The utilities, shut off. Mom's credit card, cancelled. Sarah's car, the one I'd co-signed, repossessed and already listed for auction. They were unraveling. And I didn't lift a finger. Instead, I made one quiet call. Hi, I'd like to dispute the mortgage payments I've made over the last 3 years. I was deceived. I'd been covering a mortgage under the belief I was a co-owner. I wasn't. The bank agent paused on the other end of the line. Sir, that's a serious allegation. We'll need to investigate the account. Please do. I have everything, copies of the payments, messages from my parents calling at our house, asking me to cover our mortgage, every word, a lie. 3 days later, they called back. Mr. Carter, we've reviewed the documentation. There's clear evidence of misrepresentation. We're prepared to issue a partial refund as a settlement. I didn't hesitate. How much? $12,400. Perfect, deposit it. One win, but I wasn't finished. Next was the credit card company. I need to report fraudulent activity on a joint account. The other party made unauthorized purchases. They didn't even fight me on it. A week later, an email hit my inbox. $3,700 credited, charges reversed. 2 wins. Then came the car. I never expected to recover anything. I just wanted Sarah to feel the hit. But the dealership surprised me. Mr. Carter, the repossessed vehicle has been auctioned. As co-signer, your share after fees is $4,200. 3 wins. In total, I got over $30,000 back, money I thought was gone forever. For me, freedom. For them, collapse. The house, weeks from foreclosure. The utilities, cut one by one. Mom's shopping sprees, gone. Sarah's car, repossessed, now a number on an auction list. They spiraled, calling every relative they hadn't alienated, but the damage was done. And then came the wildfire. The barbecue video? It didn't stay local. Neighbors shared it. Online it went. Strangers messaged me. I'd been there too. My family did the same. Thank you. I wasn't alone anymore. But my family was. And finally, they cracked. It was a rainy Sunday when I heard a knock. I almost didn't answer, but there they were. Mom, Dad, Sarah. Soaked, pale, hollow-eyed. I opened the door just enough to meet their eyes. Please, Mom whispered, please let us in. I didn't budge. Why? Dad tried to steady his voice. We need to talk. Talk? Like when you called me selfish? Like when you drained my accounts and lied to my face? Sarah broke first. I'm sorry, she sobbed. I didn't think it would get this bad. You didn't think? I leaned against the frame. No, you did. You all knew exactly what you were doing. Mom dropped to her knees, pleading. We've lost everything, the house, the car, even the neighbors won't talk to us. They know now. So do you, I said quietly. Dad's pride finally cracked. I thought you'd always be there. I didn't realize how much we were hurting you. You didn't care how much you were hurting me, I said. You only cared how much more you could take. They stood in the rain. shivering, desperate, strangers. You made me your bank, your lifeline, and now that it's cut off, you're here? We'll pay you back, Sarah said, whatever you want. I shook my head. I already got what I wanted, the bank, the credit card, the car, it's all handled, and you? You're getting nothing else. They stared at me, stunned. Please, Mom cried, we'll do anything, just don't leave us. I stared straight into her tearful eyes. I didn't leave you, you left me, when you turned me into an ATM, and now, that card's been declined. I didn't close the door right away. I wanted them to feel it. Not just the money they lost, me. Go find someone else to use, or better yet, learn to survive without someone to bleed dry. Dad stepped forward. Wait. Click. I shut the door, locked it. Their voices faded, the begging, the banging, vanished into the rain. I stood at the window and watched them retreat, broken, down the sidewalk. And for the first time in years, I felt nothing. Not guilt, not rage, not sorrow. Just peace. The silence that followed became my companion. No more guilt texts, no more panicked voicemails, no more manipulation disguised as love. Just quiet mornings, a cup of coffee, and the sunrise. The $30,000 I got back, it wasn't just money. It was proof that I could take my power back. Weeks later, in a grocery store, I saw him, Dad. He looked smaller, older, gray, staring at a can of soup like it held the meaning of life. He noticed me, hesitated, then shuffled over. I know you probably hate me. I said nothing. He nodded slowly. You should, we used you. I thought you'd never stop giving. I thought that was love. I let the silence hang between us. He continued, voice cracking. I told myself I was teaching you to help family, but really, I was just taking. And now, the house is gone. Your mom barely talks to Sarah. Everything's gone. Still, I said nothing. Can you ever forgive me? He whispered. I don't know, I finally said, but I'll never be your victim again. He nodded, then turned away, disappearing down the aisle. I finished shopping, went home, and sat by the window, coffee in hand, city lights glowing. People say family is everything. But here's what I know now. Respect is everything. Trust is everything. And freedom? Freedom is priceless.